Hello everybody, welcome to my video. Today is a special day. Today is the anniversary of Duelyst. Duelyst shut down unfortunately, but still, it's an anniversary I wanted to make a video for. In this video I want to look through the last year. I want to look at what happened in the last year with my channel, with Duelyst, and also I want to look to the future, what happens in the future with my channel, Duelyst, and what other news there are. First off, I'm pretty proud of the fact that for the last year, after Duelyst shut down, every day I uploaded one video of Duelyst. And it was great. A lot of awesome, amazing, fun content. It started with, of course, Sohan's replays, which I still had a ton left, even though I couldn't record anymore. Then my own games and some tournament games I had. And after all that ended, I went to other people's last streams, like Cyben, Husuku, Skarsik, and asked them for permission to upload them. Poncho too. And, you know, even that, at some point you run out of that stuff. But I also had an amazing race, which we are right now in. And this is a really good concept. And I wished we had more amazing races because it's so much fun. But don't worry, I still have content for the next, I would say, months at least. More amazing race and then some tournament games from the last Team Wars, which Poncho sent me. So I think there's some good stuff there. My personal goal was to hit the anniversary. So to hit it with, to arrive at the anniversary of Duelyst Shutdown with one daily video. And now we're here and I still have several months and I didn't expect that. That makes me kind of happy. I'm proud of that because that's my way of keeping the game and its memories alive. And I just enjoy watching like 10-15 minutes a day of Duelyst. What was I doing the last year? Beside editing, because I didn't do much recording anymore, beside editing of Duelyst videos, I'm now pretty strong and entrenched in the Legends of Runeterra community. It's a great CCG, I really enjoy it. Very, very different from Duelyst. So besides that they both are card games, they don't share that many elements, to be honest. And I'm a moderator on the subreddit, on the competitive subreddit, which I enjoy a lot because it's a great place to have good discussions about serious content. But I always kept an eye on Duelyst, of course, as you know, not only with my daily videos, but also with the Revival project. I made a great video about that, and it's my most popular video I ever uploaded to my stream, at my YouTube channel, I mean. So that's kind of funny, and I really am glad that people really like it so much. And I keep an eye on the Revival project. I'm very curious when we can start playing it and how it turns out. I want to try it. I never played the 2-draw Duelyst, but I'm willing to test it, you know, if I like it or not, I don't know. What I have more, what worries me more than 1-draw or 2-draw is that we start with a pretty small card pool, you know. Patch 0.6 was very early on and there weren't that many cards. So in the end, we were spoiled with a ton of different decks and archetypes in Duelyst. Duelyst also had a lot of meme decks which worked pretty well and serious decks which worked better. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. There are so many fun things to play. And now in the beginning of Duelyst, of course, the card pool was way smaller. So I hope that the game doesn't feel too stale too quickly or something. Because also some really cool cards and ideas were added later and they were missing in the beginning. So I'm curious how that turns out, how it will feel. I mean, my favorite deck, which was Titan Mech, it doesn't exist because there's no Titan, there's no Silver, and without these two guys, The deck doesn't really exist. It's my favorite deck. And that's my only regret I have in regards to Duelyst, that in the end, on the last day of Duelyst, I didn't end the stream or my Duelyst live with playing my favorite deck. I played some meme decks I thought I should play before I can't play them anymore, but I should have played my favorite deck. Luckily, at least I played a lot of Grow on that day, so that's my second favorite deck. But not so much Titan Mech. That's kind of sad, but whatever. I can watch my videos about it. That's enjoyable too. I wrote a Duelyst history some weeks ago, and I didn't talk about it on the channel, but I mentioned it now. It's like a 12-page document, something like that, about what I think the history of Duelyst from the perspective of the community. I try to be pretty neutral, so it's not like I'm bashing anyone, because bashing is easy, but it's not the right thing to do. You should try to look at it from a more neutral position. And I'm pretty proud of it. I did it, I wrote it because there is this YouTube channel, Nerdslayer, who is making, or who made some days ago, a video about the death of Duelyst. And I had the idea of writing Duelyst history for a long time, wanted to make a video out of it, but I've just thought it's too complicated, takes me too much hours and time, and it's probably not worth it. So I just wrote it. I mean, it took me 3 days writing it, so I'm not sure how much time it would have taken me to make a video out of it. A good video, but whatever. So, and I sent this person, this Nerdslayer, the link to my history too. So I had some more material as a foundation for the video. And the video is pretty good. I like it. It's the only criticism I really have is 30 minutes is not enough time to talk about Duelyst. 30 minutes is not enough time to talk about 5 years of Duelyst. Yeah, it needed to be longer, but I mean, I can understand that these videos shouldn't be too long, because people don't want to watch videos which are too long. But for me, as a Duelyst player, I think it needed more time. And then he talked about that TPG had 75 developers during Duelyst times. That number is wrong. I think they confused it with the numbers of devs for Godfall. So they upgraded from Duelyst with like around 20 on lower up to 75. But Duelyst didn't have 75 devs. And they never played Duelyst themselves, but they talked about the games from them. I mean, people send them messages and talked to them, and they looked at stuff, and they made a clue why Duelyst died was that it had some inherent flaws, and it was not sure what they wanted to be, a tactic games or a card game, and that they introduced cards and elements to the game which made the board obsolete. And I disagree with these things. While I can understand that people really want Duelyst to be very board focused, and I get that, but I don't think that the board was not relevant. Even if you play Mantra or Artifact High, which are the most extreme decks which are just ignoring the board and going for burn damage, positioning is really important still. Because if one misstep and they get kind of caught by the enemy, the game can be over. And if you're playing against Mantra High, you have to position a way that you play around Thunderbomb, which deal hits you and around the minions around you for some damage, and also you play around teleport spells like Mistwalking or Silhouette Tracer or Flicker. That you have, if they have said that you block either the way or that you play around it. So that's, even with these decks, positioning is really important. It always is, and that's why I disagree with that statement. But I can see that some people want a more board-focused game with less burn damage. That's a valid wish. I agree with that. Or not agree, but I understand that. It's not my opinion. I was very happy how the game was, and I think in the end we had one of the best metas ever. Just needed some small tweaks to some two strong cards like Wanderer and Ragnorer to be in a perfect state to left alone, you know. But if you're still here, thanks for listening to my rambles about all the different topics. And I just want to end this video with saying that how amazing, how awesome Duelyst was. And this is a game which, yeah, it was very unique in so many ways. It's kind of crazy how it's combined a pretty unique gameplay idea with combining CCG and turn-based games with turn-based board games with pixel art. And what kind of beautiful pixel art. But then not everything was pixel art. They also had these beautiful backgrounds and everything. That was just amazing how they dared doing all that. And how well it worked. We all have so many memories for Duelyst, of Duelyst, and what it meant to us, and memories of losses and wins and great times. And I think today is a great day to think about them and to share them. So please write in comments your favorite story about Duelyst. It has been 1 year since we can't play the game anymore, but I'm sure it still lives in our on our mind, in our hearts. So please tell me. And thanks for listening, and see you soon. Goodbye.